Good morning, students. Assalamu alaikum. Take out your language tree book, this one, and take out page number 31, unit number 6, poem. Today we are going to start a poem. Page number 31, unit number 6. It is written on the board as well. You can see page number 31, unit number 6, a poem. So let's start. The poem is about a bat, whose name is Dr. Blair, and I hope all of you have seen a bat, how it looks like. Look at the picture. The bat looks like this. This is the bat, which is about this child. And how do they make you feel? Do you like to see them, or does they like creepy or not good? I don't like bats. I hope all of you also have some different opinion about the bats. Do you like them or do you don't like them? Do you like to watch them or what? Now in the reading we will read this, and there are, how many verses does it have? It have 1, 2, 3. And we have to answer this also. Who or what is Dr. Blair in the poem? When we will read the poem, we will see who is Dr. Blair and how many verses does we have in this poem. Let's see. Okay, Dr. Blair. Dr. Blair is the name of a bat. Down in the forest, they call him that. Now, Dr. Blair is a bat and he lives in the forest, and everyone call it Dr. Blair. Now, let's see why everyone call him Dr. Blair, but his name is Bat. The Dr. Blair is the name of a bat and he lives in down the forest, and people call him Dr. Blair. Because Dr. Blair has a flair. Now what is flair? Flair means talent. Dr. Blair has a talent. What talent does he have? For visiting his patient in the dead of night. Like we see bats usually at night. Usually, mostly bats are at night. We can't see bat in the morning. Bats came out from the forest or from the trees at night, only at night. Bats come out only at night. So, and the dead of night means is the darkest, coldest night. Dead of night means darkest, coldest night. In the darkest, coldest night, he visits his patient. His little black sack tucked under his back. Now, what is sack? Now this is his wings. We call them sacks. For his little black sack tucked under his back, his scissor-sharp teeth and his surgical flaps. Now you see that teeth of the bat are very, very, very much sharp. And a surgical flap. What are surgical flaps? Movable piece of tissue connected to the body. Now see these wings, they are called surgical flaps because these are a small kind of tissues which are connected. These are connected to his body. These wings are not separate. These wings are connected to his body. So these in a term we will call it surgical flaps. These are his surgical flaps, and he had very, very sharp teeth. Now, what does he do with these surgical flaps and his sharp teeth? Even if you don't want to see him, Dr. Blair makes his round. Now, if you are not interested to see him or you don't want to meet him, but he makes his round at night, in the darkest, coldest night. And he comes out as much as a sound to perform a pain-free operation. Have you ever wondered an operation without any pain? No, no operation is done without pain. You have to gain some pain in order to have an operation. But this Dr. Blair, he does an operation without any pain. Now, how does he do? In fact, Dr. Blair works with such care that you will see through in the morning and all you will see on your leg is a little line of blue. Now, he sucks the blood with his sharp teeth from your body when you are asleep. Now, when you are sleeping, you cannot feel anything what is going through. So, this line which is written here, if you don't want to see him, Dr. Blair make his round. Whether you want to see him or whether not, Dr. Blair will still come and see you and suck up blood from your body. And when he sucks the blood and when he leaves in the next morning, when you wake up, when a person wake up, there is a line of blue line on his body, which is a sign that Dr. Blair has came at the night and seen him. Where the blood seeps through, where the blood seeps through. Write down the meaning of seep. Seep means drip, flow, or bleed. When Dr. Blair sucks your blood, the blood was still seeping, it was still bleeding from that point where Dr. Blair had sucked someone's blood. Where the blood seeped through. Now, take out page number 32. Take out this page. We will read this explanation which is written here on page number 32. Take out page number 32. I will read what is written here in this box for the explanation of the point. Now, you can see the picture of a bat very clearly in this picture. These veins, which are small tissues which are connected to the body. These are connected to his body. These are not separated from his body. And he has very, very sharp teeth. Now see what it is written. Dr. Blair, the man and the bat. Now there is an explanation about the character of Dr. Blair. Let's see what it is. Long ago, there was a doctor named Blair who always took blood from his patients as part of their treatment. Now there was long ago, there was a doctor whose name was Blair. Now he was a man. How he turned to be a bat? His name was Blair, who always took patients' blood for the treatment as a part of his treatment. People reported that whether you went to him with a pain in the neck, a sore finger, or a headache, he would take blood from you. Now, the people who have visited him, they say that whether you are having a headache or whether you have a sore finger or whether you are having a neck pain, he always takes your blood. As a result, people named the blood-loving vampire bat after the blood-loving doctor and called the bat Dr. Blair. Now, as a result, people thought that he is a vampire or he's a blood-loving person. So people named him after the bat Dr. Blair. Now take out page number 33. Look at page number 33. Take out page number 33. It is a kind of a scary poem that while you are asleep, someone comes and sucks blood out of you, and you are not even unaware about it. And when you wake up in the morning, you see the lines, blue lines on your body from where the blood is sucked. So this is a kind of a kind of very scary thing. So I don't think so that this bat seems to be a good symbol to us. Bat is a very scary animal or a bird. It is a bird. Bat is a bird. And we see bat at night. We can't see bat. Bat does not comes out in the morning or in afternoon. It only comes out in night at dark places in dark. Now there are alliteration which are used in these poems. Now we will see what are alliterations. Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds at the beginning of words which are close together. It can create a mood. What are consonants? Except A, E, I, O, U, vowels. We will take out the vowels and the rest of the alphabets, they are called consonants. Except vowels, the rest of the alphabet are called consonants. Now, the repetition of consonants in a sentence, the repetition of consonants and the beginning of the words which are close together, it is called alliteration. Now look at the example: his scissors, sharp teeth, and his surgical flaps. Now what is alliteration in it? S. S is a consonant and it is repetitively used in the sentence. His surgical sharp teeth. We can only hear the sound of S, the sound of his scissors, sharp teeth. Now, and his surgical flaps. The repeated S has missing scary effect. Alliteration makes phrases easier to remember. Biggest and best bargains. Now, in this sentence, B is used as an alliteration. B is consonant. Biggest and best bargains. B is used repetitively in this sentence. Alliteration is the repetition of consonants, sounds, consonant sound. It is the repetition of consonant sound. Like the sound of S, it creates the sound of his. It creates a mood. Now look at this question number 1 on page number 33. Page number 33, question number 1. Look at page number 33, question number 1. Find the alliterations in each of these phrases. Write out the phrase and underline the repeated consonant. Now we have to see these phrases and we have to underline the repeated consonants in these phrases or in these sentences. Now see number 1. Super size sale. Now what you can hear in this phrase, super size sale. What will be the alliteration in this? Super size sale. Just remind this in your head and underline the alliteration in this sentence, in this phrase, super size sale. The S is the consonant which is being used repetitively, and the sound of S we can hear in this phrase, super size sale. See, this is it is how it is written, super. What you have to do is size sale. You just have to underline the S, S, and S in every phrase, in this phrase. Super size sale, you have to underline S, S, and S. Now look at number 2. safe and sound. What sound you can hear in this? What alliteration sounds can you hear? Which consonants you can hear in this phrase? Safe and sound. Safe and sound. Which alliteration can you hear in this phrase? It is also the phrase of, it is also the sound of S. You will have to underline S. Safe and sound. Number 3 is Baba black sheep. Baba black sheep. Now the sound of ba. Ba is in this sound. Number 3, the alliteration and the consonant B. What is the sound? Ba ba black sheep. What can we hear is ba. Ba is the sound of B. Ba ba black sheep. Underline ba 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 black sheep. Now look at number 4 sentence. Waves wash over the wall. Waves wash over the wall. Now what sound can you hear is v. V. Waves wash over the wall. The sound of W. W and A. Wave wash over the wall. Now what you have to underline is waves wash over the wall. The sound of W, A. This you have to underline, okay? Now look at number 5 phrase. Rain beats like bullets. Rain beats like bullets. Now what sound can you hear in this sentence? Rain beats like bullets. Which consonant sound can you hear clearly? Rain beats like bullets. Beats and bullets. The sound of B in these 2 words, these in the consonants of B. Now underline this B and this B. B is the consonant. Which sound can you hear in this? You can hear in this sentence. Rain beats like bullets. Number 6 is swing low, sweet chariot. Swing low. Now swing low, sweet chariot. Now swing and sweet. These are the 2 sounds of hissing. The sound of hissing in S. Sweet and this swing and sweet. The sound of S. This is the consonant and this is the alteration. I hope you have understood what is alteration. Alteration is the repetition of consonants in a consonant sounds at the beginnings of the word. It is the sound which we can hear at the beginning of a word, like b, b, b. These are the 3 words which we can hear clearly at the beginning. The consonant is P, P. Safe and sound. We can hear the sound of S both at the beginning of these 2 words. Now look at question number 2 on page number 33. Look at question number 2, page number 33. Now there are given 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words in this box, but you have to you choose only 3 words or 3 things from this box, and you have to make a sentence with an alliterative phrase about. You have to write an alliterative phrase about each of them. Now it's your choice which 3 sentences or which 3 phrases you want to use. Things which one. I just give you a quick example for this. Like I will choose my bike, the second word from this list, my bike. Now what will be the sentence? He broke my bike near the building. He broke my bike near the building. Now what sound can I hear? Is sound of B. B. He. After that broke. B-R-O-C. B-R-O-K. Broke my bike near the building. The sound of B. B is consonant. So the sound of B is used as an alliterative phrase. Now the second thing which I will use is my mother. My mother makes marvelous cakes. My mother makes marvelous cakes. So I have given you 2 examples. You have to choose only 3 words, only 3 things from this, and you have to make an alliterative phrase by using the sound of consonant at the beginning of a word. I have given you example of my bike. He broke my bike near the building. And I have given example, the example my mother. My mother makes marvelous cakes. My mother makes marvelous cakes. So these 2 are the examples which I have given you. And you have to choose, you can choose these 2 words and 1 other word, or you can choose any 3 different more words. Now take out page number 34. Take out page number 34. Take out page number 34, this page. Now we have read about alliteration. Now the next word, which was the next phrase or next was used in this chapter, was metaphors. What are metaphors? Metaphor. A metaphor is a way of comparing one thing with another by saying that one thing is another thing. Like comparing of one thing with another thing. What are metaphors? Comparing of one thing with another thing. Like, see the example, my grandmother is an angel. We have compared one thing with another thing, that my grandmother is an angel. These both are the 2 different things, but we have compared my grandmother with an angel, and the ice cream is a dream. We have compared ice cream with a dream. That one thing is another thing. This is the changing of thing from one thing to another, and this is also a comparison between 2 different things. Now look at the verses of the poem 2, 3, and 4 are like a very long metaphor in which the poet talks about the bat as if it is a doctor. Now we will see the verses on page verses 2, 3, and 4. Take out page number 31 again. Look at verse number 2, 3, and 4. It is a very long verse and it is a very long metaphor which is used in this poem. Cause Dr. Blair has a flair for visiting his patient in the dead of nights. His little black sack tucked under his back, his scissor-sharp teeth, and his surgical flaps. Even if you don't want to see him, Dr. Blair makes his sound and he comes out without as much as a sound to perform a pain-free operation. Now see, metaphor is comparison of two things, okay, with one another by saying that one thing is another thing. Like we are saying, we are using grandmother and angel. That one thing is my grandmother is angel. One thing is another thing. Ice cream is a dream. The ice cream is a dream. One thing is used instead of another thing, and we have compared one thing with another thing. Ice cream with dream and grandmother with angel. Now look at this question number 1 on page number 34. Which of these is a metaphor and which is a simile? Now in a metaphor we compare one thing with another thing, but in a simile we use as and like for comparison. As bright as sun, as dark as night. So we use this kind of comparison in simile, and in metaphor we compare two things. Now these are the sentences which we are given. Now we have to tell which is simile and which is metaphor. Now look at number 1. I am reading number 1 sentence. The house was as big as a palace. Now tell me, what is this? Is it metaphor or it is simile? In simile for comparison we use as or like. So here it is as big. We have used as in this sentence, so it is simile. The sentences which are compared by using the words as and like, those are called similes. The house was as big as a palace. Just write S in front of this sentence. Just write S in front of this sentence. Okay. The daughter is a treasure. Now one thing is compared with another thing. Daughter is compared with treasure. These are both different things. One thing is compared with another thing. So it is a metaphor. Comparison of one thing with another thing is called metaphor. Comparison of two things by using as or like, it is called simile. The sea was a mad dog. The sea was a mad dog. The sea is compared with mad dog, so it is a metaphor. One thing is compared with another thing. Number 4, she raced down the street like a hurricane. Now we are using here like, so it is simile. In the sentences which we are using like and as, so they are called simile. So we have used here like, it is simile. The next is, my niece is a little monkey. My niece is a little monkey. Little monkey, niece is compared with little monkey, so it is metaphor. Her son was the first bird to leave the nest. Her son was the first bird to leave the nest. It is metaphor. Son is compared with bird, first bird, so it is metaphor. Okay, now I'm writing down your homework on the board, which you have to do. Page number 33, just number 2. Page number 34, just number 3. You have to do question number 3 and 4. So this is your homework. And you have to do on copies. This homework on copies. And if you want to ask any question, you can ask me regarding this. And I want you to read this poem again very carefully, and you have to find out the metaphors and alliteration in this poem just by reading. And for this, this is just for learning process. Okay.